Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday. It's going to be the start of a great week. I am just going to stay positive about this week, but I'm going to tell you right now, we have some rocky roads coming up, but we have to stay positive and we have to just work on ourselves and watch the triggers. Uh, there's a lot of things coming down the path for us. And we've been getting conflict cards and the tower moment and things like that. And we are going to need to work on ourselves and let's practice manifestation. We've been coming in and bringing our inner child and we're playing a game. So I've noticed that there's more people starting to like. So hopefully they're playing this game and we're going to hit the like button. We're going to call it the magic manifestation button. And when we do that, we're going to make a wish. Think of something that's significant that you need, but not crazy. Like I've been saying, like I need $20 for gas by Friday, or you know, I hope an old friend calls. Something easy you can play with, and let's play with it. Let's do this. So when you make your wish, hit it. That way, I know people are using their inner child and playing. It's just for me, it's just so I can pay attention and come back in the comments and put in the comments how you did it and was it fun and what'd you do? Do a lot of meditation too. Try to go in and do a white sage smudge through your house, open a window, do it like once a week, get some negative energy out. There's a lot of stuff flying around negative, and we want to stay as positive we can, and work on our triggers. So that's where we are. And last night's cards were really off the chain. They were really good, and I just love the message. Tonight, hopefully, we get the same results. I do a midnight meditation, and I shuffle the cards. I cut them, I knock on them to wake messages up, and they just fly out. I don't pull them out. They just show me what I need to see. I channel messages as I'm going. So let's see what we're going to get, and let's have fun with this. Okay. Now I start with the Dreams of Gaia, and this is one of my favorite decks. And I really love anything where pictures jump out at me because it tells a story. To me, that's me. Everybody's different. Now, the first card that we got was the Queen of Air. And the Queen of Air, it's like time to be realistic, be observant, plan, organize, and determine your course of action. A need for emotional detachment. Be decisive and precise. Choose your words with care. Stick to the facts. Don't allow your intellect to alienate. Right now, there is a lot of trigger moments going on with people. And we have to pull ourselves back out of that trigger moment because people have some things going on in their lives. Everybody's got some deep something. We're waking up, we're getting spiritual, we're some don't fear. This is not like a time to fear at all. There's going to be red flags, false things. Pay attention. Pay like it said, be observant. Right now is not a time to go out and make statements, but now is the time to observe and pay attention. The Queen of Air is one who may at times seem to be cold and distant. There are also times when it is said that she lacks in empathy and compassion. This, however, is not the case. The Queen of Air is not unfeeling. Rather, she is a critical thinker, possessed of a very analytical mind. She relates to others with more ease on an intellectual level. She is very observant and detached. After years of observing others, she can see through deception to the truth. She can see how an individual's choices in the past have led them to the present, and she can see patterns of behavior that weave and influence an individual's presence. The reason she is often said to be without compassion is because she will offer her observation, irrespective of whether they are welcome or not. Tact and diplomacy are not her strengths, and as a consequence, she can come across as quite stern and hard. But her observations and advice are still offered with the best of intentions. She is neither an optimist nor pessimist. She is a realist. She chooses not to allow her emotions to cloud her judgment. She thinks with her head and not with her heart. And that is why she appears in your reading today. The Queen of Air represents the need to think clearly without emotion, clouding judgment and perception. Emotional detachment is necessary. It is not about being uncaring, but understanding that the moment at hand requires decisive and impartial objectivity in order to achieve the outcome you desire. You will need to be rational, logical, and realistic and call upon your knowledge and learning. Think things through carefully. Facts are all that matter. An emotional response or one born of an intuitive feeling is counterproductive at this time. If you find yourself working or interacting with someone who is very like the Queen of Air, it is the best to maintain an air of impartiality. Be forthright and consist, and do not allow your emotions to get the better of you. Work to a strategy. Choose your words carefully. The Queen of Air types are easily drawn into debate and will argue their point with a ruthless efficiency and skill. They have little respect for an emotional viewpoint, emotional logic, or intuition. Stick to the facts and keep your emotions in check. She also represents a need to speak with honesty and authority and to be just and fair. Allow those around you to speak with the same freedom. Even if what is offered challenges you, if you embody the qualities of the Queen of Air within yourself, don't be taken back if you are met with disagreement by someone who is of like nature. Don't take offense of others addressing you in the same direct manner that you employ yourself, and use the same tactics that you would employ to make their point. If you want respect, you must also accord others the same respect. If you are one to call a spade, then don't be shocked if someone follows your lead and does the same. Yeah, we've got to really be careful right now of saying things that uh, people are going to react to, because there's a lot of people reacting to some crazy stuff out there. Now, the card we got with that was Judgment. And we got Judgment the other day. It's self-reflection. We've been getting a lot of the self card, and we are trying to work on self. And that is the advice. If you feel you need to give a person a second chance or return to an old situation, now is the time to decide. If you're reassessing the past in other ways, don't be too hard on yourself. This is contemplation, self judgment, review, second chances, guilt, spirituality, memories. We're all kind of going through a lot of, right now, I've been going through a lot of flashback memories. I don't know what it has to do with, but maybe it's part of this awakening. The cards that I'm using as the clarifier cards for the Dreams of Gaia is the Oceanic Tarot. Now, the thing that I've been getting lately is we've been getting a lot of fire. And that's the thing that it's action and it's focus. This one is an action focus card, and we've been getting that a lot because we really have to pay attention to everything that's going on out there. Focus mind, emotion, and deliberate action. Creating impetus, momentum. Establish a good work ethic. Establish a creative process. Devote time to regular practice. Be willing and prepared. Pay your dues. Something is falling short of its target. When the four of fire appears, it symbolizes a warning that something may be falling short of the target. Despite all caution and care, something may be about to go awry and not as planned. You may or may not be able to determine the cause, but just in case, it is time for scrutiny and double checking. Maybe a little adjustment here and there can get things heading in the right direction once more. Now is not the time for complacency. Be vigilant and prepare to act if needed. This is a focus. We have to really pay attention to things right now. Cards and coffee on Magical Monday. What could be better? Other than me steaming my glasses up just now with my coffee. Okay, now the clarifier we got with that was the Page of Pentacles, and that's opportunity. So let's see where we are right now. We've got the observation and the self-reflection and the action and the focus. So after self-reflection and some meditation, we can focus better because we have some opportunities coming with this Page of Pentacles. Look out for offers regarding property and work. There's a good opportunity on the horizon, but be diligent. Check all contracts carefully. Money messages, communication, work, luck, confidence, and optimism. This page brings good news about finances, work, and education. While the page does not represent this money alone, he brings you hope. The page does represent gratitude and wishes. An additional meaning of the page is a pending job offer, or if you're trying to sell property or move, that this will happen soon, provided you pay attention to the paperwork. So yeah, the focus card is action, and this is pay attention to the paperwork. So this fire card, if you look at it, that's what it is. He's shooting a bow, but he's really paying close attention. His eyes are focused. And that's what this is saying. The opportunity is going to be there, but really pay attention to what you're doing for this opportunity. There might be something there that you're not seeing. And the next one we got was the other fire sign, and we got little guy the other day. And this is also action, implementation, exploration, expression, energy, hard work, sacrifice, and imagination. Put your objectives first. Avoid cutting corners. Pay attention to detail. Have you lost your direction? Do you have an idea? You know, this is telling me necessary sacrifice, experience, practice, and refine. Avoid copying. Step out into the great unknown. And that's what he's doing. We've talked about this guy before. This is a look closely. This is also an action card because he's got his little hobo bag and he's got his belt and he's taking off into the unknown with the black mountains and the stars behind him. But and he's ready, you know, his hair is blowing in the wind and he's got a smirk and he's going. But there is caution there with the opportunity told you caution, and so did this one before it. And look how much these are alike because they're both fire. And the other one was self-reflection with this one. So that is really telling me really to back off of something and check everything really closely, because that is a divine number and that is a divine message. Yeah. Two fires in a row. Yeah, that's a look. Look before you leap. Now, we got the Knight of Wands with that. And that's activity. There's no more waiting around when the night arrives, as every aspect of your life receives a sudden energy boost. Expect a download of emails, messages, calls, decisions, offers, and opportunities. You can now make progress professionally, at home, in a relationship, personal projects, benefits from the dynamic influence too. An additional meaning of this card is travel and moving house. You'll find you are now able to move quickly. Choose which people, situations, or projects will benefit most from your efforts and attention. Stay grounded and you'll make the steps forward. So yeah, the air was telling you to observe, and then you got the judgment, which is self-reflection, and that can be contracts too. And then you've got the action card, the fire, the opportunity, which also said to pay attention, and the three, the divine message, which is also the fire, and the activity, which is the pursuit and enjoy, but there's messages in communication. So just really pay attention to that message. That is that's a look, definitely look before you leave. Okay, now we got manifestation. Where'd you go? Oh, okay, that was the end of the dreams of Gaia, but we have been getting a lot of the tarot that are coming out because we don't want the story to stop, because we've got these warnings right here in the fire, and then we have the activity. And I kept getting messages, so I wanted to finish the story, because what kind of activity? What's up with this? And I got the manifestation, which we have been trying to play with that. And the oceanic magician is the commander of the deep. He calls forward the dolphin, seahorse, shark, and sea turtle. These are the four creatures of the minor arcana. On his table are the four traditional suits, emblems, the cup, wand, sword, and pentacles. His left palm is open, showing he is a manifester or alchemist, one who weaves magic with the energies of spirit, the earth, and the ocean. The magician looks directly into the eyes to ask, what can you make happen? All the conditions for your future success are perfect. So now is the right time to take action. Yeah, both action cards, seriously. You have the resources and talent to attract whatever you want, from a new relationship to a business enterprise, project, or trip. Above all, the magician sees you in the creative flow of life, full of energy and purpose. Communication speeds up when the magician appears, so you may find you're talking and texting more than usual and at work, presenting your ideas. You'll also find that others support your efforts. The time is now. Take action and you'll find success. Yeah, so whatever's coming down your path, it sounds good, but just pay attention to all the fine print and keep an eye on what you're doing. Uh, the next card that we got was the Page of Cups. And this is imagination. And the manifestation is telling us we need to do this, we need to practice this. And that's what we've been playing this game in here for. And then you've got the imagination, because people are going to start creating what they're imagining instead of holding back and thinking that I'm not good enough and my idea isn't good, because people are going to start believing in themselves more. Enjoy the lighter side of life. Allow yourself time to play and let your imagination run free. A young person, or someone who is young at heart, has much to offer you and others. Good company, fun, and friendship. He or she also brings you the message that love is coming your way in the future. When this page arrives in a reading, your creative projects will also flourish, and so will your finances. Yeah, that's a great card, especially after the manifestation. So there is going to be some conflict, maybe some things that come up and you got to really pay attention to. But actually, it looks like the manifestation and the imagination is going to play in all of our future, and it's going to be really good if we can learn how to do it. Do a lot, try to really get some meditation in during the week. I have been really laying down for like 20 minutes, half hour once in a while. And if you get trigger moments, go do something, go outside, go do something. Just get your mind off it immediately. Try to change the subject. If people want to fight with you, just walk away. It's not worth it. Six of Cups is the next one we got, and this was reflection again. We got self-reflection here with Judgment. Enjoy reconnecting with the happiest aspects of your past, which energize, entertain, and inspire you for the future. The past comes to life as someone from your past returns. This may be an old friend or an old flame. Equally, you may find other ways to slip back into the safe haven of your former years through reminiscing over old times, enjoying the company of children, creativity, play, or returning to a favorite childhood place. In relationship, you find a sense of peace, security, and comfort. That's really nice. I like that card. And I have been thinking of the past a lot, especially my father and my mother, because they have a lot of health problems right now. We also got the Seven of Swords. Now, this is where it kind of turned a little bit because we got the Seven of Swords, and that is loss. And protect your assets and examine the motives of others carefully. Be on guard. This is theft, negative people, insecurity, intuition, mistrust, decisions, and protection. The seven is known as the thief card of the tarot because it reveals something being taken from you. Often it validates your suspicions. So if your intuition is telling you not to trust, follow it. Investigate the detail rather than agree to an offer straight away. Wait until you have evidence that it's genuine. Also, this card asks you to take extra care of your possessions and to protect yourself from negative people who drain your energy. This reading has been kind of a warning. It's a good reading, but it is warning us. We also got the Three of Swords, and that is heartache. Feel the pain and see the truth of the matter. The situation has happened for a reason. This is heartbreak, sorrow, betrayal, loss, affairs of the heart, breakups, tears. This three is the heartbreak card of the tarot, but thankfully it is a minor arcana card, signifying a transient event that you will process and heal from. It often arises to reveal relationship breakups, affairs, and disappointments. The positive of this card, that at least you know exactly where you stand. You see the truth. This three can also signify stress symptoms such as anxiety and fear. We did get the tower, and it hasn't happened yet. And we have a gut punch coming. We know it. I want to let you guys know too. I've been telling everybody to just at least keep 2 weeks of food, fill your tank up, make your generator, have some gas, some batteries, some water, extra water. Just, there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now, and we want to protect ourselves and be careful who you're trusting. This reading is we're getting towards March mayhem, and there is a lot of things that are going to go down in March mayhem. And we also got the Five of Swords, which is conflict. This is an argument or other conflict leaves you battle-worn and feeling small. This may be because someone you trusted has been cruel, unkind, or even devious, wounding your friendship, business friendship, or romance out of jealousy or in need of power. This card can also reveal communication problems in families, hurtful oppositions, or being unfairly overruled and ignored. On a more positive note, the situation is now out in the open. This is oppositions, arguments, shame, bullying, unfairness, loss, and resilience. Stand your ground. You don't need to respond aggressively, but do be assertive rather than retreat. I think I was picking up some other energies today too, but I seen him come out, and I knew that it was going to be a rough road next month and probably this month for a lot of us because we are going to, okay, yeah, did that. That's 3, okay, because we got the hangman. Lately these cards just have been just piling out. And that is limbo. Because when we get the tower moment and the gut punch, we're probably gonna feel in limbo for a while. The merman is I had it upside down for a minute. He's hanging upside down. Jeez. Okay, it's late. I need some coffee again. Okay. The merman is entwined in a kelp forest. He is suspended upside down, but rather than struggle, his arms are outstretched. He seems to have found balance in his body and peace within. Regardless of his strange predicament, he is comfortable in his position. Rays of light are cast upon him from above, symbolizing insight and protection. When the hangman arrives in your reading, you cannot move forward, stuck in limbo. You may be waiting for a decision to be made or generally feel that some aspects of your life are on hold as a relationship and projects remain static. This lack of control can leave you frustrated and you may decide to reach a compromise rather than hang around much longer. However, the hangman asks you to stay calm and think through your options rather than rush to find an instant way out of a bind. This need not be time wasted after all. Use this waiting time to see your situation in a new light and find alternative perspectives. You may find an ingenious solution or gain a valuable insight. Waiting time, frustration, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints. Now is not the time when you get aggravated and ticked off to spout out anything until you step back and you think about it. It is very important right now because we have a lot of people going through a lot of personal issues. It seems like everywhere you look, it's that. So we have, we did get the strength, stability. And yesterday, remember, we got the strength with the youth, which we had to use the youth as we were going through with the strength because that's when we're strongest. The merman holds open a fishing net full of thrashing fish. Rather than rip the net apart to free them, immediately he holds his position, which may take strength. He controls the creature's release into the ocean and understand their need for freedom while protecting himself so he is not overpowered or harmed by them. This card shows patience in the face of conflict. You stand your ground rather than being overwhelmed. What opposite you in lower than you are? This may be your own fear, guilt, or other emotions that shake your confidence, or a person who is acting in an unreasonable way by projecting these emotions onto you. Having compassion while keeping your personal boundaries strong and refusing to be taken advantage of shows the strength of your character. An additional meaning of the card is literally physical strength, a return to vitality. Stand firm, be calm, and take the higher moral ground. This situation is a test of your character, and you are resilient and patient enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panic or a compromise that doesn't feel right. This is courage, patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition, and vitality. Yeah, we want to not overreact, and we want to think about what we're going to say before we say it. Because many times we make it so much worse and then we wish we could take it back. So instead of having to take it back and feel bad about it later, go back and think about it and don't say it right away. Or write it down in a journal. I've wrote a lot of things down that really aggravate me, hurt me, upset me, tick me off, triggers, whatever. But sometimes when you write it down, It helps. Or when I went on Facebook a long time ago, I'd be typing something out, somebody, I wanted to make an opinion, and then I'd think about what I said because I was aggravated by whatever was there, and then I'd delete it. And I'd never post it, but I said it. I said it. I said my piece and I put it out there and then I deleted it. So yeah, we can do all kinds of strange things, but sometimes you just don't even want to put it out there really because it's just not even worth it. Now, after the strength, we got the Eight of Pentacles, and that's achievement. You have the ability to earn more and learn more. Whatever you focus your energy, success will follow. This is analysis, dedication, details, work, commitment, money, education, and perfectionism. This eight shows achievement in your profession or field of study. It is the card of the perfectionist who knows that small details can be important. You can take pride in your work and set high standards. This attitude now pays off. Your finances improve as a result of hard work and a commitment to succeed. An additional meaning is exam success or a return to education as you decide to deepen your experience. That's a great card. I think if anybody, whatever you want to do in life, don't copy somebody, do something original or just be you. Just do whatever you want to do. Because if you love what you do what you love and love what you do, because that will make it you want to do it. Now, the last card we got, and we got this yesterday, was the six, the lovers, the choice. We have a choice. We always did, and we always will. A mermaid and merman embrace their tails entwined. The couple seems perfect for one another, but look closely, and their relationship is not yet resolved. While the merman appears absorbed in his beloved, the mermaid is distracted. Her color is blue for coldness, and she turns away from his gaze. This symbolizes the dilemma of the lovers. There is a great potential here for love, but a decision or commitment need to be made. There's a mature decision to make as you reach a turning point. You may need to make an investment in the future, a financial plan, buying a home, or moving for work, for example. And the choice isn't straightforward in relationship. You bond and commit or walk away. An additional meaning of this card for those who are single is being ready for a new, serious love relationship. Love is coming. Make your choice based on your long-term future rather than short-term gains. In love, wait for the right person rather than distract yourself with flirtations. Yeah, this is a really good card, and that is the end of those cards, and I think that was a great reading. It was a good direction. All these channeled messages are basically directions in one's life, in all of our lives as a collective, because we are all one, but yet we're individual. Okay, now we have the practical magic. And 18, set boundaries, Lady Avalon. We have been getting the boundary cards a lot lately because setting boundaries in your life is very important. She's just beautiful. And she's got her sword. She's ready because she's got boundaries. Having clear boundaries, guarding your time, and being able to say no is an honoring of yourself and will protect you from burnout, resentment, and despair. You don't need to wield a sword to defend yourself, but it is vital that you put limits on your time and set boundaries on your personal space and the energy. Your time is precious and your energy is infinite, and you must respect yourself and your time before anyone else will. Developing boundaries and enforcing them will create freedom for you. With more energy, time, and self-respect, and will result in more enjoyment of what you do choose to do. Allowing others to take advantage of your precious time can lead to exhaustion and resentment, and saying yes when your heart is screaming no diminishes you. This doesn't mean you should refuse to ever do anything for anyone or never respond when friends ask for help. or turn down every opportunity you're offered. You should absolutely say yes when you want to do something, but uh, don't do it just because. I mean, yeah, it gets to the point where they start asking all the time, and they take too much advantage. They're not giving anything in return. We have some beautiful neighbors, and we all give. We cook food. We take pies over, cookies, bread. I do laundry over there. We give them money for laundry. I mean, we do things for each other, but we really like each other. We're good friends, but we don't expect them to do everything for us, and they don't expect us to do everything for them. We If we're doing something, we help. And that's what you should do. Uh, we know our time is precious. This card indicates that you need to put some boundaries in place or start saying no for the sake of your own health and well-being. And it's a reminder to never feel guilty for prioritizing your time, your family and friends, your passion, project, or whatever it is that is most important to you. To ensure you have enough time and energy for your own life and your own dreams, you must release your need to please and your subconscious desire to sacrifice yourself in order to win approval and appreciation from others. Ironically, most people will actually like and respect you more if you do set boundaries. You won't win a prize for being the last one at work every night, the person who always says yes, the one staying up all night to complete a project. You just end up being the one everyone else dumps their extra tasks on while they go home and live their lives, and repeatedly sacrificing your time and energy to comfort and reassure a friend who then swans off with someone else as soon as you've made them feel better will only leave you drained mentally and physically. Everyone deserves to have their time, talent, and efforts recognized. Learning to say no and vocalizing your boundaries is a step towards that. Once you start respecting yourself and the things that are important to you and insist that other people respect them too, they will. Your relationships will also improve as they'll be based in honesty and truth. The thing is, you're not doing the other person any favors if you agree to do something you don't want to do. They deserve to have something doing it with them who really wants to be there, not someone who resenting every moment. They'd prefer you to say no if that's how you feel. It's also important to understand that when you say yes to something you don't want to do, you're saying no to things you really do want to do, dreams you want to pursue, and precious times with loved ones. Saying no when you don't want to do something will make the yes more joyous. Respect your time and insist that others do too, and you'll be free of the regret, bitterness, and simmering resentment that can dull your shine and instead feel empowered and in control of your life. That's a great card. We have been getting a lot of boundary cards, and I feel that putting boundaries in your world is very important because people cross boundaries a lot. And then there is resentment and aggravation and everything else. Now we got the Messenger Oracle. And this is a pretty interesting card. We've got her one other time, and it says become a shapeshifter. And I'm thinking it's kind of like the observer, blend into the background. The Kitsune is a shapeshifter, a mystical fox that can take on human form. At this time, a shapeshifter is what you need to become. All too often, we restrict and limit ourselves by embracing rigid labels, definitions, and ideas of who we are and who we are meant to be. From one moment to the next, you are always the person you are meant to be. But if you open yourself to growth, you can become more. Like the Kitsune, the more tails you have, the more powerful and wise you become. Interesting. Yeah, she does have a lot of tails. She's got the tales to tell. Now, we also got seek your answers within, and I really like the bear card. This is a really cool card. If you find yourself confused, your intuition and inner voice drowned out by the answers, wisdom, and advice of others, then it is time for you to step away, withdraw to a place of solitude. Like the bear, it is time for you to hibernate, to go within and seek the void, and to embrace the silence that dwells within. Within that silence are the answers to your question. And because they are answers born of your truth, they will be answers that move you forward instead of holding you still. When you go within, that is when you get a lot of the answers. And the bear is just, he's got that heart space and the eye, which is his intuition. You know, animals have that spiritual intuition too. You know, animals know when they're friendly or not, and they know when to run or eat together. So they're not stupid. Now, let your emotions flow. This is a really great card because when you look at her, she is letting she's crying, all her eyes open, she's crying, the pink butterflies and stuff all around her, and she is all in nature. So emotions flow like water. They can be joyous like a babbling brook, as deep and strong as a river. Give yourself permission to feel and experience them without judgment or blame. Do not try to deny them, for that can only lead to harm and dis-ease. Do not dam them within you. Release them. Let them flow and go. Allow yourself to feel them and learn from them as you embrace them for what they are, a natural response to the moment that you exist in that will pass as the moment passes. Yeah, I completely agree with that. We don't want to hold on, especially to emotion, because emotion can cause dis-ease. So she is releasing the emotion, and I would advise that too. Now we have the angels and ancestors, and we had some good cards with this one. We got the seer, see beyond the current situation. Look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Most, if not all, traditions have a seer in some shape or form. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change. Therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so that your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. That is a great card because we do know we are going to go through a tower moment, and we are going to go through conflict because we've been getting a lot of fire conflict cards. But it too will pass. But we have to keep our wits about us. We also got the medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. And that's a beautiful card. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful. And this medicine mother, inspired by West African tribal women, has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the step you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answer. You know what you need to do, so do it. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Yeah, that is, we don't want to stay stagnant in an old anything. We want to move forward because we are going through this world. It's going fast, and we have a lot of decisions in our life that we have to make. We got summer, bask in joy and light. Rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. Summer has always been recognized as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in bloom, animals are enjoying their freedom of the wild summer days and nights, and people are taking holidays, basking in the sunshine and being lifted energetically by the light and the warmth. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestors' guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure and enjoyment and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives this position of a spread, or in the last card reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. Those were good cards for us. I'm glad it started to cheer up, because we did really get a lot of fire and swords there, and that was like, ooh, big warnings. That was red flags going off in my head. We also have Soul Helper Oracle, and the one we got was 21. And this says, recognize despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of awakening. She is sitting in the dark, she's looking back, and the light is behind her. But she's looking back too much, and that is a 3. And this is a divine message. Hidden in the darkness of night, in the greatest depths of despair and desperation, lies the gift of awakening. Do not pass judgment on it or denounce it as a bad or dreadful moment in your life. Instead, use this time with all its darkness as a spur to action. Make use of every low in your life to create a new beginning. Powerful emotions contain the most powerful magic. Use them to celebrate, commit yourself to them, and develop from this innermost strength a great light, an inner supernova. Use this transformation power to create something you desire, something new or even bold or daring. These times are perfect for creating a new, wonderful future. See them as a chance to raise yourself up and grow beyond yourself and your lower self. Unhappiness will not devour or destroy you. It will take you to higher dimensions. This card leads to one of your darkest places. Remember it, or you might be in the middle of such a place right now. It is painful, of course, but this pain comes to you as a friend. It will make you wiser, more awake, and more aware. Learn from it. Do not neglect this opportunity to recognize something great that lies hidden behind all the despair and drama. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the leopard, the herbal essence is Elmi, the healing crystal is green jade, and the number is 3. Number 3 indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Make contact and tell them that you love them and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. This number teaches you to look at everything, to become an observer. There's that observer again. We have got to observe right now, and wisdom will come. Number 3's energy field brings about diversity, creativity, creative energy, and overcoming duality and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. Yeah, this is a divine message. And we had 2 cards that said, be the observer and don't overreact. Now is not the time to overreact on anything. Now we got the Gateway of Light activation. And 2024 is the year of truth. And I really feel that since we got the Temple of Truth, the throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression, I think truth will surface and will prevail in this long, dreadful situation we've been in for 3-4 years now. Throat chakra is found between our collarbones and is the energetic center that governs everything to do with truth, communication, and self-expression. Whenever we have to speak up, raise our voice, or even just get our emotions out, it is activated. Well, often feel when this space is clogged up energetically or when it needs to open because we feel a lump in our throat or even our heart. I hate that feeling when you get the lump in your throat. This card transports us to the Temple of Truth, the inner and energetic gateway that supports our truest form of expression. The image shows that this is a bright, airy, open space with flowing water. This represents the emotions that run through us. Emotions are powerful messengers, and if we don't attend to what needs to come out or through us, they build up, and before we know it, we're overwhelmed by them. When you are brought to this space, you are being reminded of an importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you have been, and who are you becoming is so important for the unfolding of your path. There's an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway reminds you that, in fact, the truth heals. Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have had full freedom of expression. This gateway comes to you today is a message. There is something buried deep inside you that you haven't expressed, and this is causing energetic blockage on your ever-folding path. It is time to love yourself enough to honor the feeling that are rising up in you, for they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment. Yeah, I really feel that sometimes it's hard to face truths, but sometimes it heals us also. I agree with that card. As you heal, it feels better, but when you're not healing, it doesn't feel so good at that point. We got the Divine Master, and we had 2 great cards that come out with this. The first card was the Divine Director. Trust the process. Create space for divine order to unfold. The Divine Director is an advanced cosmic light being from the heart of Source who is dedicated to helping Earth and all her inhabitants align with divine purpose. He is one of the more exclusive divine masters, part extraterrestrial and part angel. He can take many forms, but in most cases looks like a character from Star Trek. He works closely with the angels to ensure they are fulfilling their duties and helping the humans they are charged with protecting. You are being guided to stop trying to micromanage the universe. Sometimes events are beyond human comprehension, and thus trying to figure out the finer details of your life may be holding you back rather than taking you forward. When the divine director comes to you, you are being invited to trust that there is a purpose behind what is unfolding. The choice and circumstances and challenges you are facing will lead you to know and trust yourself at a deeper level. If you find yourself not knowing where to go from here, there's a good chance that there's an aspect of your life that you have refrained from dealing with, healing, or sharing. In order for the next step to be revealed to you, you are encouraged to address the aspect of your life that you have overlooked. For when you do so, you allow the energetic wheels of the universe to take you forward. That was a really good card. I really like that card. I always like these cards. I like anything Kyle Gray. They're my favorite. Paul the Venetian, gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. We've been getting a lot of it's time for us to shine. Paul the Venetian is one of the original masters from the ascending master teachings and a guardian of rose pink ray of heart. It is said that he is the ascending form of Paolo Veronese, a famous artist of the Italian Renaissance. He had links with Venus, and when he was ready to pass in 1588, had the opportunity to ascend to help humanity as a spiritual guide. As he was highly talented painter during his earthly incarnation, he is now dedicated to helping those with creative talents tie them into their spiritual practice and live a spiritual life. If you call on him, he can help you use your creativity as a way of connecting to your higher power. When he comes to you, he brings the energy of grace to help you reveal the deeper parts of yourself to the world. There is a chance that for a long time you have felt misunderstood or like an outsider, probably because somewhere along the way you were discouraged from shining because someone else projected their fears onto you. But hidden deep within you have gifts that can help heal the world, and not only that, can help heal you. When this card comes to you, it's time to drop the shields that have protected your heart because you aren't going to be hurt anymore. You are being given an opportunity to shine. Know that the inspiration that's streaming through you is divinely guided, energy that can help you be the most authentic and aligned version of yourself. So reveal your talents, let others see your abilities. Gifts aren't gifts unless they are shared. Share your gifts and serve, knowing you're being served in return. That's a great message. We have one more. We have the Human Spirit Oracle, my newest deck, and I love it. I got to use it for the first time last night. And I just got this actually the other day. And I'm really liking this. We got a number one. Any way the wind blows. And look how beautiful that card is. She's got the rooster up here with the wheel, the wind's blowing, she's blowing the wind, and she looks like a butterfly over her eye and flower trails. I am so easy. Mind out of the gutter, please. I am going with the flow, letting myself just go where things take me and swaying along the journey with the utmost trust. Do you easily bend like the branches of a great willow tree to what surrounds you? Does the breeze softly sway you and take you any way the wind blows? If not, then perhaps it is time to lean into it. Let's get limber and go with the flow of the universe. You will find that life can be a peaceful, abundant journey if you trust in yourself and the universe's plan. There is no use in getting caught up in things that are simply out of your control. Take a moment today to sway away, move, and learn along your path. You will find that Without resistance, life can be much less stressful or even feel like it is flowing easily. So try it out. Plant your feet on the earth, arms in the air, and just give in to the sway. Remember, if you do not bend, you will break. I love that. That's a great card. I seen that when I first, that was the first card I seen when I opened the deck, and I was like, that is so great. This one's really cool too. This is a number 19, which is a 10, which is also a 1, and that's a 1. So this is the butterfly effect. Check that out. What you do today can linger into your tomorrows and perhaps someone else's tomorrows as well. It is like when someone says something negative to you and you carry it through your day and then pass that ick on to someone else. This is why it is important to think before you act. Remember, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Let's do a quick analog. Someone far away wakes up in the morning and steps on a tack. That puts them in a bloody, foul mood. So maybe they get rude with their spouse or partner, setting the tone for the rest of their day. Their partner then goes out into the world to work. They now ruffle those wings, spreading the same poo-poo attitude onto a fellow coworker. That coworker did nothing wrong and has been making a product that is important to something of safety that will be sold all over the world. But instead of quality control, they are blindly doing the job while venting to a coworker. This gizmo then gets packed and shipped with all the other gizmos somewhere halfway across the world. Someone buys it and uses it for, well, you see where this is going, and continues to go. Long story short, too late, ha ha ha. Are you spreading poop? Ah, that's unfortunate because those poop-filled wings just splattered onto someone else's day. Stop and consider the consequences of your actions. I'm telling you, these cards are, it's like a character, seriously. Oh, geez. Okay, this card is pretty different. It's Cry for the Moon. It's a 31, which is a 4. Have you heard the moon can make you do crazy things? True fact. Have you ever wanted something so bad that you would plead or barter your soul, a need so wrong that you would almost give up who you are? What have you allowed to have that much power over you? Sometimes when something we want is out of reach or impossible, it is for a good reason. It's not that we don't deserve it or that we aren't worthy of the things we want. It is often that the universe has to make room for something even better in our lives, something that maybe we don't even realize we need. Yeah, you can see he's screaming and he's got a little thing on his cheek. And then he's like, it looks like he's calming down, and then it looks like he's in a zen and he's getting like a better treat with the moon. He's got the moon on his forehead. Yeah, he's got tears coming here. He's got a pitchfork over here, and then he's got the moon right here. So he realizes he's getting better once he cried about it and then thought about it and he's zen about it. Well, that was the end of the cards for Magical Monday, and I hope that they were interesting. And I love those new cards, the Human Spirit Oracle that I got, because those are fun at the end of the card readings. So I love everyone, and just protect yourself out there. It's gonna get rocky, and I shall see you for Thoth Tuesday. So may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.